Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. Yeah, I know I've been missing in action for a while now, but I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Um yeah, today I may seem a little excited, but I'm actually not. My mood is totally opposite from what it may seem like right now. I'm very disheartened. I think that's the best word to use. I'm very disheartened and very sad. It's a very emotional day for me, you know. Um, why am I feeling that way? There is um a young man that's just been killed. Yeah, been killed in Uganda in a district called Rukungiri. For I think the very last video that I made a video and still mentioned about the age limit debate, and this is actually still going on in Uganda. At the moment, what exactly they're doing now is they are, the Speaker of Parliament asked her members of Parliament to go back to their constituencies and consult with their members, their voters, to find to get their opinions, basically to get their opinions with regard to what is currently going on, the age limit debate, which is found in Article 102B in the Ugandan Constitution, which states that it gives a limitation for the age at which one can stand for presidency, for office, for office in the president's position, which is between 35 and 75. And there's a group of people that are trying to manipulate the system and try and pass this amendment of this article, which many people in Uganda are saying no to. Many people in Uganda are not accepting, the amendment of the article, but they are insisting, the small group is insisting, and they're still going ahead, pushing for it to be amended. So what happened was, the Speaker of Parliament said, you know what, this issue seems to be bigger than Parliament. What you people need to do, when I say you, I'm referring to the members of Parliament. What you people need to do is to go back to your constituents and consult with the elders, consult with the councillors, consult with the church leaders, consult with the religious leaders, basically, not only church but religious leaders, and consult with everybody, basically everybody that you think their opinion will count. And I mean, everybody's opinion will count. The voters, the people in the constituencies are the ones that voted these members of Parliament into office, into Parliament. So it doesn't matter whether it's someone that's selling in the market, or someone that's working in the bank, or someone that's in their garden digging, or regardless, for as long as they are registered voters, their opinion matters. So that is what is on the ground right now, and that's what's happening right now to Uganda. Members of Parliament are moving around, in their constituencies, and they are hosting each other as well in their various constituencies. At least I've seen that happening, especially with the members of opposition. They've gone around hosting each other in their respective constituencies, and they are getting people's opinion in different ways, basically. So the most recent, which is today, what happened today was there is an opposition. He's an ex-opposition leader, an ex-FDC. FDC is Forum for Democratic Change. It was an opposition. It's an opposition party, not it was. It's still an opposition party. He used to be the leader of FDC, but now there's another person. Actually, I think they're still, running for. They're still trying to do elections, to carry out elections in order to elect a new leader in FDC. However, he is called Kizza Besigye. He's run for president a couple of times, but he's never succeeded. In 2016, it was more than clear that, he was running, he was leading in terms of his votes and, areas that were electing him. But knowing the kind of corruption that we have in Uganda, when it came to announcing who had actually, passed through and had become the president, they said it was the incumbent president, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He's manipulated the whole system, the electoral commission and everything. So he's always, had his way, no matter what, regardless of what people say, or whether regardless of what the Supreme Court judgment is, he's never bothered. But anyway, to cut the long story short, so Kizza Besigye went to Rukungiri to consult, to hold a meeting / rally in one of the could I call it a park, or in one of the playgrounds, really. That's the best way I can describe it, for a Ugandan setting. It's an open space, an open field, basically, where, different events or occasions are held, So anyway, they apparently had applied for permission, and permission was granted. And then when they arrived there, they found the police had blocked the way to the field. So they were trying to inquire and, get to find out, why are you blocking our way when we actually were granted permission to come and hold our our consultation here. So they got into sort of like an argument with with the police, and people did not leave. The people that were escorting them did not leave. They're coming to listen to their leaders, who are going to speak to them. So they were following them. So anyway, when they got there, the police was telling them to go back, and they all refused to go back. They all knelt down around the car, around Kizza Besigye's car, and then, started singing the national anthem. Then they started singing another song in their local language. Then, whilst they were still there, you could hear one of the policemen, shouting out, fire, fire. And then they started, firing out, tear gas, directly on the crowd, directly towards the crowd that was kneeling down. These are innocent civilians, very innocent people. No weapon, no nothing, not even a broken bottle to use as a weapon, not even a stick to use as a weapon. These are very innocent people with nothing that you could, with nothing that you could, find them in possession of, that would implicate them that, you know, they probably have a dangerous weapon, or they were trying to attack the police or anything. Nothing like that. It's clear. It's very clear in the videos. You know, if you go to YouTube and watch, you know, one killed in Rukungiri, hashtag Tojikwatako, you'll be able to see it. So anyway, they begin to fire tear gas canisters, you know, directly onto the crowd, and the crowd is still not budging. They're not moving. They're still kneeling down and saying there's nowhere we're going. They continue doing, you know, sending more and more and more tear gas, and it became too much for them. And, you know, they started now dispersing. In the process of that, one young man was actually killed. Actually, in one of the videos, because there's a number of the, you know, there's different clips, like there are several other clips as well, you know, that, you know, you'll be able to see. In one of the clips, one of the leaders, I think he's a gentleman from Teso region, but he's one of the FDC members. So he's asking the police, why is one of your men, you know, shooting live bullets? You know, these are innocent people. Why is he shooting live bullets? He's not being given an answer, you know. The police is just ignoring his question and not giving him the answer that he's asked, you know, are not giving him a response to the question that he's asking. Anyway, in the whole process, this young man was shot and he fell to the ground and he's passed on, you know. Now, the rest of the people that were with him, you know, people that were with them, you know, people that were with him, you know, in the crowd, they decided to carry his dead body, you know, to take it to the police station. In the process, on their way, the police began to fire at them again, you know. The police began to fire tear gas again towards them and live bullets. These people had no option but to desert the dead body, you know, on the street and just run for their life. And it makes me wonder, like, where are we headed to? Like, what exactly is happening? Is this amendment of the bill this important that the police, instead of doing their job of keeping law and order and protecting the citizens, they instead want to kill people, you know, they want to kill innocent civilians, unarmed, you know, unarmed innocent civilians, you know, over just one person who is giving them orders from the State House. What happened to the freedom of expression? What happened to the freedom of speech? What happened to, you know, to people's, you know, rights to liberty and to, you know, for people to live freely? The government keeps saying, you know, the best thing that they ever did to Uganda was to bring freedom. People have security. People have freedom to move around, to do anything they want, to go wherever they want, you know, to say what they want. So why can't they portray this and actually live by what they are trying to tell people? It's just ridiculous. Like, I do not get it. You're the same people saying one thing and then you're doing another thing. The Speaker of Parliament clearly said she's going to speak to the police and nobody should be intimidated. Nobody should be, you know, should be stopped from holding consultations or from going to their constituencies to talk to people. To what wrong or what crime have these people committed, you know, by going to their hometowns to speak to the people, to talk to people? I don't understand it. And what did that innocent young man do? You know, for the police to have to shoot at him with a live bullet and kill him. Imagine. Who knows if he has some, young children? Who knows if he has a wife? His mother, poor woman. His father. His siblings, probably. What happens to them? It's very sad that this is what Uganda has come down to. It's really, really sad. In my own view, there is no amount of explanation or amount of, anything that can be done to justify the way the police has behaved. Not just in this case, but in several other cases, The police has been given so much power. They've been given so much, authority that now they do not even have respect for anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Police, no respect for members of parliament. It's not that I'm trying to look down on the police. They are somebodies as well. But they need to respect legislators. They need to respect these people, honestly. I don't refuse, or deny that, yes, you may have love for Museveni more than the love that you have for the rest of the people, that are leaders in the country. But when you work in institutions like the police, the army, the court, you need to be sort of neutral, you need to be impartial to everything. You should never take sides. But these people have come out now more than ever very clearly to show the side that they're on, to show that we are working for one person. Nobody else but that one person. And we'll do anything. It doesn't matter whether we'll kill people or whether we die ourselves, but we will do anything to keep this man in power and to keep ourselves in authority as well. To me, I won't lie, this clearly shows to me signs of a failing government. These are signs of a failing government, a government that is now coming to its end, Because instead of protecting people, now you're killing people. Innocent. Not just innocent, but unarmed. Mark that word, unarmed, innocent people. Not even a stone in their hands, Not even a stick. Not even a broken bottle to say, they are in possession of, of something that is likely to be, regarded in the class of a weapon. Nothing like that. These are people who are just walking around, singing the national anthem, or just, blabbering words just like that, Are words going to fire tear gas on you? Are words going to, to come and fire you like a bullet? No. Why would you want to use force on the people that do not even have anything at all? People that... It's very ridiculous. You can, in one of the clips, actually, I could hear one of the cops saying, telling his colleague, do you see how the big number of the, do you see how these guys are, how what a big number they are, Are you aware that they could actually, overpower us? And then the other one says, we need to regroup. Let's let's organize ourselves. Let's make sure they don't overpower us and whatever. So it reminds me as well of what, Honorable Senator Muchagulanyi, aka Bobby Wine, what he always keeps saying. Bobby Wine always says, those same people who you fear actually fear you more than more than you fear them. And it's true. I could see it in one of those clips, the policeman was evidently worried that the big number of people might actually, overrun them. And why would you be worried about the big number of people if you know that you're doing the right thing? It's only when you know you're doing the wrong thing that then you need to keep watching your back, you need to keep worrying about, what people will do to you. Even though they're a big number, if you're not doing anything bad, there's no way those people are going to come and attack you. No. They'll just come stand in the field, and wait to listen to the legislators who are coming to speak to them. And that's it. And when it ends, they'll be gone. Look at what they did in Kasubi. The members of parliament went to talk to the people. They began firing tear gas, firing guns here and there. The next thing you knew, they're firing tear gas into the Kasubi tombs. The Kasubi tombs. Those are the same tombs that the government was accused of having maliciously set fire on. And now they're the same people again coming back to attack the same tombs. How ridiculous. Where are we headed to as Uganda? Where are we headed to? That is my question. I'm very, very disheartened, very sad, very moved. I must say very angry as well. I know angry is a strong word, but I'm very angry. Because I think we as Ugandan people, we are a better people. We are better than all this nonsense that is happening. All this nonsense that the police and the NRM government are trying to paint us to be, are trying to insinuate to the whole world that this is the kind of people that we are. We are not that kind of people. We are better people than what they are trying to make us look like. I don't like it. Honestly, I honestly don't like it. Then you see the police spokesperson who is being interviewed on NTV, to explain himself regarding all the things that are happening and, to give their legal views on, things. The man keeps contradicting himself. He can barely answer a question that the moderator is trying to ask him, that the interviewer is trying to ask him. He can barely answer any of the questions. He's just going round and round and round and not giving an answer to the questions asked. Where are we heading to, Uganda? Where? I saw in one other clip, there is another member of parliament called, I think, Major Kakoza or something like that. And he went to consult in his constituency. And people are telling him, don't amend the constitution. And he's saying, I need to explain this and that and that. He's trying to convince the people. People refused. People were refusing to listen to him. At one point, they began singing the national anthem as well. And then they began shouting, the very common slogan now of hashtag Tojikwatako, And what did the man do? He got up very angrily, got the microphone and started saying, I can see clearly that none of you is going to listen to me right now. So the best thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the consultation to the parish, I think he said to the parishman or parish something, and I won't be bothering with you anymore. He got into his car and drove off so speedily that he could have even knocked people who were standing by the road or something. So basically, that shows the level of arrogance that these people have. A high level of arrogance. So basically, he's telling his voters, you're useless people. I'm not going to listen to you. You're very useless. Your your opinions are useless. Your views are useless. So do you know what? I might as well carry myself and go and talk to other people who probably, I deem them to be more important than you. And he drove off and went. Those are the kinds of leaders that we have. 2021 may seem like it's far, but it's not. It's just tomorrow. It is tomorrow. To all Ugandans, wake up. I hope you're noting down these people, note their faces and everything. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Do not vote them back into parliament. Vote for leaders who have your best interest at heart. Vote for leaders who are not going to be easily compromised by corruption, by bribery, by, vote for leaders who have Uganda as a country at heart. And not people who are just there going to benefit, going to just smother their own selfish interests and egos. It's high time you stopped voting for people like that. Be wise, Ugandans. Be wise. Be very wise. To that young man who lost his life, may his soul rest in eternal peace. And may God forgive the person who pulled that trigger and killed him. May his family find it in their heart as well to forgive the person. And may God comfort his family and take care of his family, whoever they are, whether he has children, a wife, his parents, his siblings, may God comfort them. It's very sad, very, very, very disheartening. But it needs to stop, honestly. The police needs to stop the way they are behaving. Like I keep saying, tomorrow tables may turn. I do not know what is going to happen. The direction Uganda is taking right now, watching these clips, I totally was taken aback. And all I could remember and see were the videos I watched of apartheid. And the people in the struggle, fighting and, exchanging with the police in South Africa. We do not want anything like that in Uganda anymore. Please, let the peace reign in Uganda. We've had enough of this military rule or whatever it is. I don't even know how to describe it anymore. It's just ridiculous. It needs to stop. Like I keep saying, Jesus, take the wheel, honestly, because we are headed to a place where we are going to crash. We are going to crash. Whether we have any airbags to save us, I do not know. Do we have airbags in the car that is being driven? Do we have any safety measures? Do we have any ambulances that are ready to help us after we've crashed? I do not know, honestly. It scares me, but at the same time, it annoys me. It really annoys me. And when I say some things, some people find it offensive, but at times I'm just forced to say it the way that I feel, because if someone fails to act intelligent or to speak intelligent, or if you fail to speak the truth and you're just chatting rubbish, then what are you? You're stupid. You know, you're foolish. Stop chatting rubbish. Tell people the truth about the things going on. Don't take matters into your own hands. Deal with issues in the legal and proper procedures. Don't act like as if you're running a kitchen in your house for a country, because it's not. The country doesn't belong to anybody. It doesn't belong to any individuals. But what are they doing? They are running the country like as if they are running their own, their own houses, their own homes. It's ridiculous. Learn to speak the truth, stand for the truth, tell people the truth. And don't go round and round in circles, when you are asked to explain things that are happening, or the rubbish that you're trying to do, or the people that you're killing for no reason. Enough is enough. I'm very sorry for whoever is offended, when I use the S word, but you know what? If you're not doing something intelligent or speaking anything that is of any substantial, then to me, it goes in the opposite direction. With that said, anyway, I'll end this video here today. And like I said, may that young man's soul rest in eternal peace. And I hope there's not going to be any other incident like that one. I hope things are going to get better instead of worse. I pray for my country. I pray for Uganda. May things change for the better. May things turn around and change for the better. I'll leave by saying, for God and my country. I'll speak to you again next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to me. Yeah, I'm just a new blogger, but then I'm going to keep doing more and more videos, I'm going to do more blogs, I'll do more and more of them regarding different situations, really. And to those who are subscribed, thank you. You can leave comments as well and suggestions for me. I'll read and reply to whoever interacts with me. Thank you. For God and my country. I'm out of here. Bye.